Fort Gordon is an army base packed snugly up into the ever-blurring urban borders of Augusta, Georgia. It's humid, packed full of obnoxious-smelling vegetation and bored military personnel. Aside from being home to a few intelligence and signal units, its primary function as a military installation is to train new recruits in the ways of military comms maintenance. Equipment, setup, teardown, protocol, and programming are all taught here. Depending on the nature and equipment for the job, training can last anywhere between 3 weeks to 6 or 7 months. Most of the trainees are practically just kids, 18-year-olds fresh out of basic training and barely knowing the difference between their own asses and a hole in the ground. Many of them wash out or get chaptered, kicked out of the army for any number of reasons, within a relatively short period of time. The officers and NCOs in charge of them tend to be made up of rejects who were sent there because their old units were sick of them, and so they've been known to vent their frustrations out on the recruits somewhat frequently. It's totally understandable. Most people wouldn't be able to hack it under such conditions either, and I don't blame the kids that give up. A few of them from time to time, however, go A.W.O.L, which means absent without official leave. They just go away. They get into a cab and take off. Sometimes the police find them and bring them back. And over the years I've heard all kinds of excuses why they choose to leave. But every so often, a soldier, usually a recruit, never comes back. These are the ones that never even bother to pack a bag. They just seem to vanish. The recruits that take to misbehaving or just being overall shitbags sometimes take off in groups to go drink or smoke as far away from their respective unit HQs as possible, so as not to be caught. Every so often they come back with one soldier short from their numbers. We can make them drop and push until they're bloody all over their bodies, but they never seem to remember what happened. Only that they would be chillin' in the empty lots behind the PX or the commissary, and then just saunter on back without their buddy as if they were never there. A few of them have mentioned, however, a small, eroded sand pit in the brush not far from the PX. They go there to drink their booze or smoke their cigarettes that they aren't supposed to have because they think that no one will ever come looking for them. But some of them never come back. It's a very long walk from the main part of Post to the highway or any road off the base, so no one ever sees these kids again. The sand always seems wet, and it's very loose, to the point that one can walk on it carefully. It always feels like you're about to fall right over with one wrong step, but that there might be something solid underneath. You can plainly see where the erosion on the sides just feeds more sand right into it. There's even a half-tree sticking out of it. The only reason we ever find out about the disappearances is because every time we send people out there to this sand pit, the only thing anyone ever finds are their dog tags, maybe their wallet. Supposedly, someone found a cell phone out there one time. It belonged to an A.W.O.L trainee whom, like the others, never came back. The water damage was pretty thorough, but they managed to get at least one number out of it. The last number it ever called was to the military police.